All right, everybody, let's get back into classifying numbers. This is the second part of classifying. You already spent some time on doing rational versus irrational. Now we're going to look at integer, whole number, or natural. So you should have these notes from yesterday or whichever day you did it. If I'm given a number, I'm going to ask, is it pi? If the answer is yes, it's irrational. If I'm given a number with a square root, I'm going to ask myself if it's a non-perfect square. If it's non-perfect, it's going to be over here in irrational. And if I'm given a decimal, I am going to ask if it goes on and on without repeating. If the answer is yes, it's irrational. So any other type of number I'm given, I know is rational. So under rational, we have other numbers that can also fit under this category. So after I know that a number is rational, now I'm going to look if it is an integer. Integers are numbers right up here on our number line. All of these numbers are integers. If we continued this number line in either direction, it would be an integer. So integers, you can think of 0 being the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way that way, and their opposites, -1, -2, -3, -4, those are all integers. Okay, so right here, here's your list of integers. Now, if I am given a number and I know it's rational, I know it's an integer, now I'm going to check if it's a whole number. Whole numbers start with 0 and continue to the right of our number line. So over here, see if I know how to change colors. I probably don't. So this section over here now are our whole numbers. So whole numbers are only positive and 0. Okay? And then beyond a whole number, now we're looking at natural numbers. Natural numbers start with 1, and it's this part of our number line. So natural numbers start with 1 because when you naturally start counting, you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't start with 0. Okay? So integer are, a lot of times students think integers only are these negative numbers. That's not true. It's also the positive, so please know that. All right. And then we also sometimes have numbers that are in disguise. So I'm going to just think of some numbers and we're going to place it along here where it belongs. So let's say our first number is 3/5. Okay, 3/5 is a fraction, so we automatically know it's a rational number. And now let's travel down. Are there any fractions on this list? Nope. So we're going to stop it right here. With the exception of, let's say I had this fraction, 4/2. 4/2, or this line means divide, 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So if you have a fraction in disguise, it might go past this rational spot. So 4/2 is equal to 2. So 2 is one of our integers right here. So it would continue to go down. And 2 is also a whole number. It's right here on this list. And 2 would also be a natural number right here. So 4/2 makes it all the way down our chart. Oh no. Oh no, I do not know how to undo my zoom. 4/2. All right, so unless the fraction can be simplified to a whole number or integer, let's see, oh no, reset zoom. Found it. All right, it's going to stay right up here. Now let's talk about decimals. If I'm given a decimal, oh gosh, I did it again. If I'm given a decimal, it's going to stay right up here. There are no decimals on our integer, no decimals on our whole number, and no decimals down here. So repeating decimals, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Repeating decimals are going to be up here. Clearly I'm pressing the wrong button, come on. Here we go. Repeating decimals go up here. And terminating decimals go up here. Terminate means to stop. All right, now if I'm given a negative number, let's say like -3, -5. That's going to stop here. Those are integers. Let's say I'm given a number like 4. That's going to go down here. So it's 4/2. 7, 12, anything like that. Let's see, if I'm given a perfect square, like the square root of 9, all right, the square root of 9 is equal to 3, so that's going to come all the way down here to our whole numbers. Let's see, that really, actually, whoops, square root of 9, my bad, comes all the way down here to natural, as does 4 and 12, but they are whole numbers as well. So here's what I would do when I'm learning these numbers. I am going to learn this integer part right here and be able to write it out. I'm going to learn the whole numbers and I'm going to be able to write this out. And I'm going to learn what a natural number is, be able to write this out. And then if I don't see the numbers on this list, if they don't continue on these number line paths, then it just stays here in the rational. And we already know what's irrational. All right? And then let's say I have a number like here, the square root of 9 is equal to 3, right? That is, if I am going to check a box, it's natural, whole, integer, rational, and real. It has multiple classifications. Let's say 0. 0 is a whole number, an integer, a rational number, and a real number. Let's say we have -2. -2 is an integer, a rational, and a real number. If it goes down this path, it's all of the things above it as well. All right, everybody, hopefully I didn't make you dizzy with that zooming in and out. Thanks for listening, and have fun classifying numbers.